Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. This is the final beer that I received from Bramley Bull, who come to meet me at the Cardiff Great Beer and Cider Festival 2011. It's always a bit of a tongue twister, that one. This is the last beer he come down to bring. I'm a little bit apprehensive with this one because I don't like treacle. But this is Ossett Brewery's 5% ABV Treacle Stout. Dark and delicious. Come on, focus for me. There you go. What do you think of that? I'm all up for trying new and different beers. So let's get this beer open. Many thanks to Bramley Bull for bringing this beer down to me. We had a great time at the festival. We drank some great beer. So, like I say, this is the last in the series. Thank you very, very much. You're a great guy. Solid cap on that one. It's coming out as you would probably expect for a treacle stout. It seems slightly thick in the glug glug. You could kind of tell it was glugging out a little thick. Clear head. I wouldn't say exactly clear, but it's got just a slightly off white head, slight caramel kind of look about it. Very light cream. The beer is pitch black, small one finger head, and there's small amounts of carbonation streaming off the bottom of the glass. Aroma for Ossett Brewery's Treacle Stout. Now then, that's very interesting because I'm getting a lot of coffee. A lot of coffee and hardly any treacle. Let's dig in. I'm getting coffee. The main hit of this drink is coffee, followed by, or mixed in with the roasted malts, slight hints of caramel, and then most notably brown sugar. There is definitely a brown sugar note to this beer. The reason I know this is because I reviewed the Man's Brown Ale, which had tons of brown sugar in, and the Atlantic Baltic Porter from, the Alaskan Baltic Porter from Alaska, and that had tons of brown sugar in. But because I reviewed them recently, you can most definitely, I read the bottle, you can most definitely get the brown sugar sweetness in this drink. There is also hints of treacle, but it's not as mind-blowing as you'd imagine by the big treacle stout wording on the bottle and the way it's being. Look, you can see there's a spoon there with the treacle pouring off into the cask, I imagine. But that don't really. It's not as predominant as you'd expect or you'd imagine. I always ask myself a question: would I buy this beer again? I like the smokiness to it. It's very, very smoky too. Nice smoky, char-grilled, charcoaly type flavour in the middle of the drink. Followed by that brown sugar sweetness. And the answer, I think, is yes. Because I've started this review with caution. It's always best to start a review with caution when you think you may not like a beer. But that caution soon evaporates into a little love for this beer. So yes, I'd buy it again. Most definitely. It's been brewed very, very, very well. Let's pour the rest in, shall we? I wanted to pour it out a little bit quickly because it kind of lost its head, but there's plenty there. This is most definitely halfway, exactly halfway, 5%. If it was double, that'd be 10%. It's exactly halfway to becoming an imperial stout or a porter. You can definitely get that feel about it. But of course, it doesn't want to be an imperial stout or an imperial porter. But I'm just saying, I've reviewed a lot of the American stouts and porters, imperials lately, and you kind of get the same feeling with this. It's been brewed in the same way, but with a lot less of the alcohol. I would look, see now the beer's warming up a bit now. I've got to stop myself. The beer's warming up a bit and I'm getting a lot more of the treacle. I haven't cooled it too much, just cooled it slightly. Just because we've been cooking in here all day, it's been 25 degrees and I don't want to drink a warm beer, so I've cooled it slightly. But as it's warming up, it seems to, you're getting a lot more of the flavours, the definite treacle in there. Let's see what this beer has to say for itself on the side of this bottle. Clear my throat. The Ossett Brewery Company, the Ossett Brewing Company, is a family-owned independent brewery located in the heart of Yorkshire, England. Our award-winning ales are all brewed by traditional methods using the finest quality English grown barley and wheat malts, along with hops from around the world. Pardon me. Both science and art are used in creation of these unique Yorkshire ales. And if you notice on the badge there, take a look at that. My wife told me this, I don't know. That's the badge for the Industrial Revolution, I believe. Okay, Treacle Stout. I promise you, I have not picked up this bottle before I've reviewed it. A rich and robust stout with deep coffee flavours. Most definitely, it's predominantly coffee. The addition of black treacle gives an intense depth full of distinctive licorice character. Hop varieties cluster contains barley and wheat malts. It's a pint bottle and the ABV is 5%. www.ossett/brewery.co.uk. I just want to show you that because it may not be a slash. There you go. There's the website. Give them a check. Check them out. It's probably worth buying. Quite a nice beer. I would like to read the ingredients to see how much brown sugar has been added to this, but there's no ingredients there. Time for a rating. The Ossett Brewery's Treacle Stout, for me, as I say, I went into the beer with caution, which it takes a long time to knock them caution barriers down. I opened it thinking, I'm really not going to like this beer, but in fact, it's very, very nice. I like the coffee flavours. I always like a coffee flavoured beer, whether it's a porter or a stout, or a mild, or a dark. You definitely, as the beer was warming up, I definitely got the treacle. Got a lot of brown sugar, and it was, in its own way, it was a little bit hoppy, but it wasn't lending itself too much towards the hops. So I think for that, out of 10, I think I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. Thanks for watching another edition. Thanks to Bramley Bull for sending me bringing me the beer all the way from Yorkshire. 300-mile round trip, 500 kilometers if you're watching in America. Okay, this is getting on for a long time. Email me, realaleguide@googlemail.com. Facebook is www.facebook.com/realaleCraftBeer, and Twitter is www.twitter.com/realaletoday. But always comment on the videos. I'll always answer, good or bad. Subscribe if you like, and cheers.